But you also had a small film like Jai Santoshi Ma,
Yes.
which became such a huge hit.
Huge है कि इस बुक में ऐसा क्या होगा जो हमको सिनेमा के थ्रू हम नहीं जान सकते.
There was a very important incident that happened in 1975, which was the emergency. Is actually a chapter which I want to do a full book on, but I don't know how many people will want to buy such a book, and hence I'll ever get a publisher for that. There's a chapter right towards the end which is on the unreleased movies.
Hello everyone. Today I'm so happy and excited to have Pratik Majumdar with us. Hi Pratik.
Hi Seema.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also doing good. Welcome to the Book Talks by Jashan Events.
Thank you. Thank you.
And many congratulations for your new book.
Thank you.
And I'm again very excited to know more about the book. But before that, I want you to introduce our audience and tell who Pratik Majumdar is.
Well, hello everyone. I have quite an interesting journey, if one could call that. I started off being an advertising guy, and I worked in India and then went to UK and worked there. And I came back from there in 2002 to run my own family business, which is an alternative medicine homeopathy business. So professionally, it's quite a journey being an ex-ad guy and now a homeopathy guy. But I think what's more relevant in this scenario is my personal passion, which is writing. I'm a huge movie buff and a music buff as well. But one of my greatest pleasures and one of my greatest relaxations actually is to write. So I started writing seriously about 6 or 7 years ago, and I started writing short stories. And in 2023, I came up with my first book, which was a collection of short stories called Love, Coffee, Murder. And that's how my journey as a writer began, because it's one thing, writing for your own self and your own personal satisfaction. But when it comes to publishing, the writing gets a little more serious, I guess. So my first book taught me how to take writing a little more seriously, which in turn came to my second book, which is the book we'll primarily be talking about today, 1975, the year that transformed Bollywood. So, Seema, when this book came up, it didn't start with 1975.
Okay.
I wanted to do a book on the 70s as a decade because I feel the 70s is a very watershed decade in Bollywood. It was a decade when the older generation of heroes went away, and we had the first superstar of Hindi cinema, Rajesh Khanna, in 69 actually, but he dominated the early 70s. And 70s also saw the birth of new wave cinema in India, the Shyam Benegals and the Saeed Mirzas and the Basu Chatterjees. So it was a very mixed kind of a decade, which had commercial cinema, art house cinema, everything thriving together. Music changed from the Shankar Jaikishan and O.P. Nayyars to Lakshmikant Pyarelal, R.D. Burman. From Mohammad Rafi, it came to Kishore Kumar. So, there was 70s were a decade of change, and I wanted to write a book on the 70s. But what I started doing was I started listing out a number of films, significant films from 70s. And then it struck me when I made that list that a whole lot of them came from one year, 1975. And since this year is 225, 2025, I thought, what better time to celebrate 50 years of such a wonderful and crucial year. 75, as we all know, is the year of Sholay, the year of Diwar, Chupke Chupke, Mili. But you also had a small film like Jai Santoshi Ma, which became such a huge hit. Jai Santoshi Ma. And you had movies by Shyam Benegal like Nishant and Charan Das Chor. Again, completely opposite spectrum of Sholay, Diwar, Chupke Chupke, those kind of movies. And yet they were successful and landmark movies. So that's how I decided that instead of talking about the entire 70s as a decade, why don't I just focus on this year? This year being 50 years of 1975,
75.
I thought would be more topical and relevant. That's how, that's my journey to this book.
That is really a very beautiful idea, because what I believe is the new generation that we call, I don't know, the Z or
Gen
whatever,
Z.
Gen Z, these guys don't even know. They are more, much believe in the movies like, new movies. I don't know the much name, but nowadays they are talking about Sayara or something like that. But this is something which is bringing to them the golden era of Bollywood. Like I would say, because हमें भी नहीं पता, because I was not even born in 1975. But these movies
Makes me feel so ancient.
no, not that not that young, but still. But again, एक बच्चों को ये लगता है ना कि बहुत पुरानी मूवीज है, बट स्टिल आज भी अगर हम सॉन्ग्स की बात करें तो कई मूवीज हम बिकॉज ऑफ सॉन्ग्स वी डू रिमेम्बर the melodies are there. The music was something which remind us about the heroes.
Exactly.
Like, and Kishore Kumar was the one I can say from my side that he was the hero as well as the singer.
Exactly.
So both were, things going so parallelly and making us to watch them more and more.
Yes.
So like आज भी अगर दोस्ती के ऊपर सॉन्ग होगा तो सबसे पहले शोले का सॉन्ग याद आता है इंस्टेड ऑफ की जो अभिजीत का सॉन्ग होगा. तो दिस इज हाउ दीज मूवीज इंस्पायर्ड to people or the movie buffs. But yes, nobody can be such a movie buff like Pratik. But the question is raising in my mind. This is your second book, and second book is on cinema. Though the first book was
general
collection of short stories. So before that, I would like to know about the short story you mentioned in your first book.
Love, Coffee, Murder. The title of the collection is very self-explanatory. It is stories about love. Most of them are set in a coffee shop or a cafe, something like that. And there are also a few stories which have murder and elements of thrill in them. So I couldn't think of any better title, but just simply call it Love, Coffee, Murder. I used to write these short stories as a hobby, as something that was very personally satisfying for me. And then what happened is I joined a book club in social media. And there we had this thing called Friday Shorts, where every Friday we were encouraged to put up a short story of our own. Initially, I'm kind of a reticent person. I don't like going all out. So I was a little conscious of sharing my stories, but very, very tentatively, I shared a couple of my stories, and I saw that it got positive reaction and positive response. So that encouraged me. And my wife Bindya, she's the one who pushes me into these things. She was very, very encouraging and said that I think you should publish your stories and not just keep them confined to your laptop and not show it to anyone. So I knew a publisher in Kolkata, and he had actually asked me to publish a book on R.D. Burman. And I had started writing that book as well, but for some reason I couldn't complete it because I realized I was writing a book which was already written 5 or 6 times. So I was not adding anything new to my book. So I stopped that book and I told him that, I have these short stories. Would you like to look at them and see if they're worth anything? And he had a look and he said, we can bring this book out because it has some really nice stories.
Great.
So that's how Love, Coffee, Murder was born. And I must say, the experience of having a book published for someone like me is a more difficult job than writing the book. Writing comes naturally to me because, that's very therapeutic for me. I write because I want to write. But publishing ka jo hai, it is a very difficult thing, and especially for a new writer.
Yes.
So I found and I faced quite a bit of difficulty in getting my first book published. And beyond that, the bigger task or the bigger challenge was making my book visible.
True.
Because, आप खुद unknown हो, आप short stories लिख रहे हो, so why would anyone be bothered? You know, if I'm writing a book on, say, a Virat Kohli or Shah Rukh Khan, at least even if I'm not known as a writer, the subject is a popular one. So people will be interested. क्या Shah Rukh Khan का नया book आया है या विराट कोहली पे कोई book लिखा है. But who is Pratik Majumdar? Why will I read a short story? It is difficult, you know, to be visible in a market which is so competitive.
True.
So I found that difficulty, but I continued writing because that's my passion. That's my, you know, that's something I like doing. But I was fortunate enough that when I, you know, got in touch with Hachette, and you know, they are such a big publishing house, and
yes.
they liked my writing. So that
Great.
is where I consider myself fortunate. And you know, I was actually writing a different book for Hachette, which I put on hold now. And then I gave them this idea of 1975, and they loved it. And because this is a more topical book which needs to come out in 2025,
yes.
so I have stopped working on my initial book, which I will have to start working once, you know, all the events surrounding this book are over. But that's how I came to this book, and I realized in my journey that a publishing house is so important. If you want your book to be far-reaching, and if you want your book to be publicized properly,
True.
you know, a good publishing house, and I'm very fortunate that Hachette is, you know, my publisher, and I'm writing for them.
Yeah. That is really wonderful, and it's a very beautiful journey, like writing a short story and from an unknown publisher to coming to a very big publishing house. And I'm sure they are distributing your books as well at the bookstores. So
it's going to be a combination of
visible.
Retail bookstores and online. So
So that will help, you know, you to reach to more and more readers.
Yes.
So I want to know, प्रतीक, कि इस बुक में ऐसा क्या होगा जो हमको सिनेमास के थ्रू हम नहीं जान सकते, क्योंकि बहुत सारी बुक्स होंगी जो बहुत सारे रीडर्स होंगे, बहुत सारी मूवीज के बारे में आपने ऐसी बात की होगी जिनको मूवीज को देखा होगा, तो बट ऐसा आपने क्या इस बुक के अंदर इन्वॉल्व किया है जो लोगों को बुक
I have see, this book is essentially for two kinds of groups. One is our age group, or my age group rather, who have grown up in the 70s and who have very fond memories of these movies. You know, like I still remember the first time I saw Diwar and how much I cried because I thought Amitabh Bachchan had died and I'll never see him again. So, you know, I have memories associated with almost every movie of mentioned in this book. Similarly, there will be people slightly elder to me who also have memories. So that is one group that I'm talking to. And there is the other group, which is the younger set, who have heard about Sholay, who have heard about Diwar or Chupke Chupke, but they don't know much beyond what is available on the net, what is available in social media. So I have tried to give them a picture of what it was. And it's not just the movie, but how India was as a country at that time, how society was, how there was a very important incident that happened in 1975, which was the emergency, and how emergency affected Bollywood, how it affected some of the movies. You know, what could be shown, what could not be shown. There was a movie called Andhi, which was assumed that it's based on the life of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, our Prime Minister at the time, and it was banned. Although it was running very successfully, when the emergency was declared, Andhi was banned. So there are lots of things like that which probably the younger generation are not very well aware of. But if they are interested in Bollywood, like I am part of a couple of film groups on Facebook and Instagram, and I see a lot of youngsters in their late 30s or you know, even some in their 20s who are so passionate about old films, but utna unko jankari nahi hai. They don't know so much because obviously they're not from that era, they're not from that time, so unko utna pata nahi hai. But I know they're interested enough कि अगर एक book है which gives them that information, which gives them that extra thing which they didn't know earlier, it will be of interest to them. So my book serves as that. It serves as you know, a source of information for a lot of people who don't know but want to know about that time period. And also, I guess, which I don't know how important that is, but it is my attempt has been to talk about these films from a perspective that is not common. अगर मैं बोलूं कि शोले is about Sholay is a revenge story where a man hires two gundas to take revenge for his family's death. That is the standard known thing.
Yes.
But if I give them my perspective of how Sholay was developed, how Sholay came up as a movie, or how Diwar mein the star cast was completely different. Not Amitabh Bachchan, but someone else was supposed to be the lead of Diwar. How Amitabh Bachchan came into the picture. So those are the kind of things which I want the reader to find and discover. In fact, I have a very close friend who read the book, and he read the first chapter and he said, Dada, I didn't know about this. It's so amazing to know that, I'm reading your book and finding out that this happened. So I guess that's another intention. People who are interested in Bollywood, it is very very interest centric. कि आपको अगर interest है Bollywood में 75 में तो ही आप you will flip through the pages. But if when you flip through the pages, you will find things that may be of liking to you and something new to you. That is the attempt, at least.
Yes, with that, I would like to relate one thing, like you are promoting on social media as well. I would like to say to the audience that follow Pratik's page. He is having very interesting creators. He's posting about this book. And I'm telling this because few of my team members were also, sharing. And I was asking them to share. When they saw this, they asked me, oh, ma'am, this song belongs to this movie. We've heard these songs, but we never knew that this song belongs to which movie. So the way you related the songs with the book's title and the poster, and you have mentioned the title of the movies, it is relatable to each and everyone.
See, I'm not very tech savvy, Seema, but in my own little way, I have tried to, as you said, associate the song with the movie and both with my book. That has been the attempt to do.
But that is a really very beautiful idea, because how to relate young generation with these movies, because they might have heard somewhere by someone, but they never even insisted. वो कोशिश भी नहीं करते, ठीक है जाने दो, but here they are actually सोच रहे हैं कि we should watch or where we can watch. This is something very creative and new to the new generation, actually. So Pratik, you have already said that what this book is carrying with it. Now I want to know your favorite part of your book.
The favorite chapter in this book for me personally is actually a chapter which I want to do a full book on, but I don't know how many people will want to buy such a book, and hence I'll ever get a publisher for that. There's a chapter right towards the end which is on the unreleased movies. Movies that were launched in 1975 but never got made, never got completed for whatever reason. Sometimes budget nahi hua, sometimes stars mein jhagda ho gaya, sometimes the story didn't flesh out properly. Whatever be the reason, I have a chapter and I have tried to put a few pictures there of movies that were launched, had good star cast, everything, lekin kabhi bana nahi. I someday want to make a full book on that, because that's a topic which interests me a lot. That there were so many big movies announced, very attractive star cast, good directors, music directors, sab kuch, but for whatever reason, picture bani nahi. Like in this book, there is mention of a movie. It has a very funny title. The title is called Rajesh Khanna 007. So Rajesh Khanna is playing James Bond kind of a character. So it was quite a unique film. And had it been made, I don't know whether it would be a hit or flop, but it would have been quite a unique film. So Rajesh Khanna 007. I have the poster of the movie also put in the book. So that is my personal favorite chapter, where I speak of unfinished movies and incomplete movies.
But this gives another part of an author or a writer, I would say, because आजकल जो writers होते हैं वो जो नए हैं उनको बहुत जल्दी लिखना है. मतलब this seems you have done a great and huge research before writing this.
I'll be very honest with you, Seema. This is perhaps an easier book for me to write than the book that I'll be resuming work after all this is done, because 70s is such a favorite decade of mine. I can write about it. I can, I mean, it comes very naturally to me. I won't say it comes very easily to me, but it comes very naturally to me because I have a lot of passion for these films that I'm talking about. So I don't know about the speed of writing or how prolific one is, but in my case, I have seen कि अगर मैं mood में हूँ लिखने का, which for the last 2-3 years, fortunately, I have been most of the time. In the middle of my work, suddenly I will get an idea and I will jot it down. I still write on foolscap diaries, and then I then type it to my laptop. So I'm very old-fashioned in that regard. तो वो कभी भी in the midst of work I'll come up with अच्छा ये लिख सकते हैं, so मैं लिख लेता हूँ. So this book has come very naturally to me. I have not had to put so much of जिसको बोलते हैं effort, perhaps will be the wrong word. I have put in a lot of effort for this book, but it has not been toiling, if you know what I mean.
I got it.
बहुत toil करना पड़ता है, बहुत ये करना पड़ता है.
You have not turned so many pages.
This is very pleasure. This has been a very pleasurable write for me. Great. I've been very happy and enjoying writing about it, and it's a subject that I'm very, very passionate about. The 70s and this year, 1975. So because I'm a film buff, you look at the number of good films: Sholay, Diwar, Chupke Chupke, Milli. Then you have a filmmaker like Gulzar who has made 3 classic movies: Andhi, Mausam, Khushbu. Then you have Khel Khel Mein. Then you have Nishant. You have Charandas Chor. You have Geet Gata Chal, which is such a wonderful movie. Yes. You have Jai Santoshi Ma. Out of nowhere it comes and becomes a blockbuster. The picture ही इतने अच्छे हैं 75 के कि it was just a breeze writing about them.
So many places, even I felt so embarrassed because I was not aware of few movies. In fact, I asked my husband, he's again the movie buff. I asked, Jai Santoshi Ma was a hit one? He said, of course it was.
You will be surprised, Seema, that if you look at lifetime collections, of course, Sholay is this blockbuster, but both Sholay and Jai Santoshi Ma were released on 15th August 1975 on the same day. Oh. And till 31st December 1975, that 6-month period, Jai Santoshi Ma made more money than Sholay.
Oh.
So you can imagine what a big hit it was.
It's a new fact to the people who are watching us, I guess.
See, Santoshi Ma Puja was there in India, but it was limited to certain belts of India, certain parts of India. What this movie did, it made Santoshi Mata ka puja popular and regular all over India. Today in West Bengal, my Bhavi, she is doing Santoshi Ma on Fridays. I know so many people. This complete popularizing of Santoshi Ma pujas is one of the biggest things done by this movie.
And I think जो आरती भी होती है वो इस song
जो movie का
संतोषी माँ.
And people I have heard in smaller towns used to take their chappals out of the theater. They used to keep their chappals out and go in and watch the movie. So the kind of impact such small lower budget movie जिससे किसी का शायद कोई expectation was not there, and it became such a big blockbuster.
That was amazing. It feels so nostalgic hearing about it. And as we are talking about, we have started talking about the songs also. Tell me, any of your favorite dialogues and songs from these movies?
Oh, dialogues.
I can understand songs must be so many, but dialogues.
Dialogues, so I think I can name 5 dialogues from Diwar which are my favorite, right? From Mere Paas Maa Hai and Bhai Tum Sign Karoge Ya Nahi. But I think the one dialogue which tickles me and makes me laugh every time I think of it is from Sholay, where Amitabh Bachchan asks Hema Malini, "Tumhara naam kya hai, Basanti?" I think it has to be one of the, without trying to be funny, it's such an iconic and humorous dialogue.
Yes.
But it has. I mean, 75 has some absolutely iconic films.
Dialogues of Diwar are also remembered by each and everyone.
Diwar is such an emotionally charged film. People think of Diwar as an action film, but those who have seen Diwar will know that there are only 2 action scenes in Diwar. One in the Godown where Amitabh Bachchan fights the Gundas, and one right at the end where he's bashing up Madan Puri. Otherwise, there is no action scene in Diwar, but it is so emotionally charged and the writing is so powerful. I think if there is any script that is worth preserving. Unfortunately, India, we don't have a good system of archiving, and we don't have a good system of preserving things from the past. But the script of Diwar by Salim Javed, I think, is one of the national treasures which should be, kept like a sacred book, because Diwar is almost flawless as a script. Story kya hai? Story is actually a mashup between Ganga Jamuna, which was a story of two brothers, and Mother India, which is the story of the mother being the central figure. So the two films have been blended so beautifully by Salim Javed to make Diwar, which is a combination of Ganga Jamuna and Mother India, but it feels like such an original film, and as I said, the script is almost a national treasure which should be preserved like that.
It's so mesmerizing to hear about this, because even me and so many like me people who are watching are unaware of such facts. Like हम तो movie को बस movie की तरह ही देख रहे हैं ना, but you are going so deep, and you're thinking about even the writers and the script writers. Being a writer, I think you should think so. But that's really beautiful, and I'm sure this book is also carrying lot of beautiful things inside it. Pratik, as book is already like launched, I would say, where these books are, where the copies are available?
They're available in all leading bookstores across India, Bombay, Delhi, the metros, and even the smaller cities. In the leading bookstores, they will be available, and also online on Amazon. We are trying to get it released even in Amazon, US, UK, and we are trying to get it released in Dubai, which has a large number of people who are interested in Bollywood. I did a radio show in Dubai. I did an interview with Radio Mirchi in Dubai, and the response was very good. So I'm hoping we're able to make the book available there so that people who are interested can get a copy. But in India, it shouldn't be a problem getting a copy.
Yes.
You
so
can get it
that is so
everywhere.
easy for you people to get the book online. It's available already, and you can go walk into the bookstores and get it, because it's carrying a beautiful cover as well. It has iconic movies as.
Yeah, it's actually.
So can you please tell us which movies?
The main cover, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but you need to pick up a copy of the book to see the cover properly.
It here just because you should get the copy.
Yes, exactly. The main copy is that the picture is that of Ye Dosti Sholay. And then, if you see here, you'll see Dharmendra in Chupke Chupke wearing that monkey cap. This is Rishi Kapoor and Paintal in Rafu Chakkar. This is Feroz Khan in Kala Sona. Then you have an icon of Jai Santoshi Ma here.
Yes.
You have there's a car which is from a Devanand movie called Warrant. So it has a lot of 75 movie references as a collage, and the main picture, of course, being that of Sholay.
How you came up with the idea of this cover?
This is actually from my publishers. They showed me a couple of versions, and I happen to like this one. The cover is. I'm just trying to see who's done the cover, because he has done a wonderful job. I can't seem to. On the first it should be somewhere here. Yeah. I don't know.
Either on the back or sometimes they write there. No?
Surajit Bhattacharya, he's done the cover of this book, and it's a fabulous cover. I think it's a very,
it's a beautifully
it's
done.
a very striking and eye-catching cover.
Yes.
So that's been done by Surajit Bhattacharya. Thank you, Surajit. Yeah.
And yes, and back is also having this, the synopsis of the book is so very clear.
Yeah.
I would say, like, one can understand what the book is carrying, and here Pratik has already explained us a lot more about the book and the content. We are not telling too much because we want all you to read the book, but we will not end here. I want Pratik to hum something for us. I've heard, sing something for us, because I have heard that you also sing.
This is quite embarrassing.
You don't only watch movies, but you sing too.
Okay, I'll just sing a couple of lines.
This
is very embarrassing, but I'll sing a couple of lines from a film called Zamir, which is Amitabh Bachchan one of the few movies, I think one of the two movies he did with Saira Banu.
Okay.
And this movie was, it's mentioned in the book. It's a 1975 movie. And it was the first film of B.R. Chopra's son, Ravi Chopra. It was his debut film called Zamir. So Zamir has this one song sung by Kishore Kumar, which was taken from a French song, and then that was converted into an English song called Autumn Leaves, which has been sung by Frank Sinatra and Louis Armstrong and Nat King Cole and so many classic singers. So that was adapted into this Hindi song. I'll just sing a couple of lines from that. चलती रहे जिंदगी, तुम भी चलो हम भी चले, चलती रहे जिंदगी, न ज़मीं मंजिल न आसमां, जिंदगी है जिंदगी, तुम भी चलो हम भी चले, चलती रहे जिंदगी.
Wow, very nice. You should sing more and more. And I think the way the song you said "Chalti Rahe," I would say that ये book भी लोग पढ़ते रहे till long. Yes. And now I have so many questions though in my mind. But in last, I want you to send a message to the readers. You know, maybe they are expecting something else, or what you want to convey. So you can.
You know, I can only hope that the passion and the love that has gone into writing this book, I'm able to, translate and pass on that passion to you, whoever picks up this book to read, because it is of a decade and a particular year that is so important for anyone who's a Bollywood lover, because when we love something, the history of that also becomes important. अगर मैं क्रिकेट का फैन हूँ तो it's not only Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma that I think of. I have to also remember Sunil Gavaskar, yes, Sachin Tendulkar, Don Bradman. I have to remember history of cricket also, or at least know a little bit अगर मुझे cricket में passion है. Similarly, if I am a Bollywood lover, I would love to know about the 70s. Why is it such an important decade? Why is 75 such an important year in that decade? So, I would hope and expect that my passion in writing this book get translated to your love for Bollywood when you pick up and read this book.
That's beautifully said. Whenever I say to any readers that if by picking one of the famous author's book, you don't become a reader. Now you should keep on reading, and you should also read the past ones or the coming authors. Yeah, beautifully said, Pratik. And thank you so much for giving your time.
Thank you, Seema, for having me over for this wonderful chat. As I said, this is such a passionate topic for me. I just love talking about it. I can go on and on.
Yes, so and I loved, even I can go on and on listening to you, because there are so many new facts coming to me through you. And thank you so much, readers, for watching us and go through this book, and you are getting too much of what you're expecting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, guys. If I ask you the question, what is common between Diwar and Jai Santoshi Ma? Would you know? Or if I ask you, Warrant, Rafu Chakkar and Nishant, इनमें क्या कॉमन बात है? Would you know? The answer is all of them released in the year 1975, and all of them are mentioned in this book of mine called 1975, the year that transformed Bollywood. If you are a fan of retro Bollywood, or if you are even a fan of good Hindi cinema, forget retro or current, I would suggest pick up this book, go through it, and discover so many movies which you think you know about, but maybe, just maybe, you'll find something which you didn't know about. You'll find something extra in this book. called 1975, the year that transformed Bollywood. So what are you waiting for? Go and pick this up and you won't be disappointed.